Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the first things to do after setup on your VIVO V60E. So first, what you guys want to do is unlock the phone, and we're going to start off by connecting to the Wi-Fi network. So let's go over to the settings. Now in the settings, select Wi-Fi right here and enable it. Now wait for it to search for every network. This slider right here will disappear. Now we can connect to our network, and all you have to do is enter the password. So I'll quickly enter it off camera and I'll get back to you guys. So now all we have to do is click on connect, and we should be able to access our internet. We did because we have the tips notification. Now, what we can do next, we can go over and check for system updates. It's very important to update our software as fast as we can, and we need to check if we run the latest version. So scroll down here to the system update. Now, as you guys can see, I already have the latest system version, so I have nothing to worry about. But if you don't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It can fix a lot of glitches. So now let's move on from the system update. Let's add a Google account. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the Play Store, here click sign in, and if we crash during the process, like after entering our email or whatever, then it's normal and you shouldn't be worried about it. So enter your email, and after entering your email, all you guys can do is click next, and then we need to enter our password, so I'll quickly enter it off camera. So now after we enter our password, we can click next. I crashed during entering my password, so it's totally normal if you do too. Now here you will choose who will be using the device, so you can either select you or your child. Now I'll select this option right here, but they may vary a bit, not much, but they can vary. Now click on I agree. And here is the part where something can crash. With the Google services loading up, after they load up, after a few seconds there might be a crash. So if there isn't, then you can be happy. Now we need to make sure that we enable our backup device data. It's automatically enabled right here, so just click on accept, and we did not crash. So let's skip right here. Let's use our password again, so I'll get back to you once I enter my password, and then we'll go and update our apps. Now let's go over and click on our avatar here, click on my apps and games, and here go to updates available. Now we have 25 available updates, so we can click on update all, let them work in the background, and now we're gonna move on and set up the screen locks. So screen locks, fingerprints, and our face recognition. Go over to the settings, and here in the settings, go to the security and privacy. Now go to device unlocking and set up the screen lock first. Here you guys can choose between pattern, pin, or strong password. I always go for pin, but it's totally up to you guys. Here, create a password that is at least 4 digits, but 6 digits is the recommended one. And I'll put the 1 2 3 4 5 6. Do not use the same password as me because it's very unsafe. You need to create your password that will be a lot stronger. Now let's click next and enter the password again. And here we can select how we prefer our notification details on the lock screen. We can always show them. We can show them after unlocking, so we will see a notification, but we won't know what's inside of it. So for an example, you get a notification from WhatsApp and you don't know if somebody's texted you or if it's a reminder to back up your chats or update an app. So you will see the app name and that you've got a notification, but you won't know what exactly that is. And this is the safest option because If you select always show, then somebody can just take your phone and read all of your notifications out loud. So, and never show, self-explainable. Now it's a self-explanatory setting. You'll never see notifications on the lock screen. So I use show after unlock. I always click down here. Now we can set up our fingerprint, and now we need to enter our freshly created PIN code. Click on enroll now, and here click on agree. Now place the finger here and lift it off the screen after you feel a vibration. So this process takes less than a minute, and as you guys can see, our fingerprint is now added. We can use it for unlock or the privacy password. And here we also have some cool animation styles. We can change them right here. So for an example, I'll set up this one. And now whenever we want to use our fingerprint, it will look like this. So let's move on to setting our face. Here we need to enter our PIN, and here we need to click on enroll now. And after we click enroll now, then we need to make sure that we are having our face in front of the camera right here. So I'll quickly do that off the camera. So now our enrollment is complete. As you guys can see, we can use our face to unlock, and also we can use it for the privacy password. Now you guys can enable or disable stay unlock screen after unlocking. Basically, when you disable that option, then you will, whenever you unlock your phone using your face, then you will move on to the latest app you used or the home screen instead of the lock screen, and without needing to swipe anything up or down. Now let's leave those settings. We have successfully set up our device unlocking. Now let's move on, and here what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and install the Google Play. So let's go to search. Here let's type in Google and click on Google Pay. Now you will see the Google Wallet. Ignore the sponsored apps and click install. So this might actually take a while. So I'll see you guys in a second because we still have updates in the background. Now after our Google Wallet is installed, we can go over and click open. Now it will choose an account to use with the Google Wallet. It's normal. And now as you guys can see, it will load everything up. So let's click on view wallet now, and here allow it to send our notifications. Here we have all the loyalty programs, the clubs, the families, the paybacks, cashbacks, and everything else. So here we can do that. Now what you guys can also do is add any other card. So here we click on the plus. Now we have a payment card, transport pass, loyalty card, gift card, and a photo. So here you guys can set it up. Now for the payment card, as you guys can see, we can add a card that we have previously saved on our Google account or anywhere else. Now I'll click new credit or debit card, and as you guys can see, it's loading everything up. The first thing is we will see the camera, and you might be wondering why, because you scan your card with the frame. Or what if you want to enter the details manually? You have the option for it right at the bottom, but you won't be able to go back unless you leave the card and enter it again. So now let's enter it manually. Here we have the card number, the expiry date, and the security code. After you enter all of it, you just click on save and continue, and you will have your card set up. You'll be able to pay with the Google Wallet, and you guys can also set up every single other pass right here. These are region dependent, so if you do not have these, then don't worry. I probably don't have the clubs or the programs that you have in the app. So now that's it for the Google Wallet. Let's move on to the battery settings. So we're gonna optimize our battery a bit. Let's go over and select the battery. Now here we have the battery saver. I would recommend auto turning it on. Click OK, and auto turning it on at 25%. It's 5% more than normal phones have, and I feel like this is actually very good. Now, enable all three of those options right here. They are enabled by default, but I recommend you guys enabling them if they're not for you. Here we have the super battery saver, and I also want it to turn automatically on, but at 5%. So this is a very cool feature. It will save your battery even more than the normal battery saver. Now, in the battery usage status, you will see if your apps are using too much battery or not. But if they will, then you will see it right here. As you guys can see, apps are running normally now. So let's go to battery health and charging. Here we have our maximum capacity, so how many percent of the battery is inside the phone. Even though your phone can charge to up to 100%, then your maximum capacity may be 88 and it won't be 100. Here we have the cycles, so how many times we have charged our phone from 0 to up to 100. And if you charge your phone to 50%, then it's half a cycle and you will still see 0. So don't worry about it. Here we have the production and the usage data of the battery. And here we have fast charging. So I would recommend enabling the fast charging, but your phone may heat up during fast charging. It's normal and you should be avoiding your phone while charging the device. Now, going on to the optimized battery charging, you guys can extend your battery life just by reducing the max charge limit. So 80% is whenever we charge our phone to 80%, then it will stop charging and we will never see 100% unless we change this setting right here. Now, we can also enable optimize based on habits. So it will pause or start charging based on our habits. So whenever we're charging our phone, when it's a long charge, when it's a short charge, it will apply those habits to us and we will see how our battery charges up after let's say even a month of using it. Now, what can we do next? We have the battery style and percentage. We can see that we can change it from vertical to horizontal and circle, and only in the horizontal we can display the battery percentage inside of the battery. So I recommend using do not display and using any style that you want, guys, because whenever you have do not display, you still see it in the control center. So it's just not worth taking up your space right up top here. Now, after that, we have the deep app optimization. You guys can optimize your apps right here. As you guys can see, estimated 10 minutes. So it should take 10 minutes to optimize all of the apps. And as you guys can see, it's also optimizing in the background, so you do not have to worry about that. Here we have sleep standby optimization, so it will detect sleep hours to freeze idle apps and to limit network switching, and it will reduce the power use. So this is very good. Now here we have the battery life extender, and what it does is, as you guys can see, answer short calls or make emergency calls when the battery is about to run out. So when the battery is running out, your phone auto-enables the battery life extender service to ensure power for 3 minutes of emergency and normal calls, and it will be disabled after charging. So this function can actually save your life one day. Never turn it off, just turn it on. Now here we have the battery usage. As you guys can see, I cannot show you the data because this is a freshly set up phone, but after a week or two of using it, you will see the whole consumption right here. Now that's it for the battery, and that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.